Hey business owners, I'm with Fabio Funai of Bespoke Catering. Fabio is an amazing business owner who runs this company called Bespoke Catering, which specialized in corporate event catering and catering for high-end events for special occasions for their high-end customers in the Lower North Shore. As you can imagine, when COVID happened, his entire business got messed up and he had to completely reinvent his business. Who's attended any of my sessions know that during times of turbulence, there are two things we must do when we are rethinking our businesses. One is to protect our cash flows, and number two is to find new and unique ways of delivering our services. Fabio has done just that. With protecting our cash flows, it's about cash outflows as well as inflows, and then how do we find new and unique ways of delivering these services. So I want to have a chat with Fabio, and I'm going to ask Fabio, what were the issues he faced and how did what steps he took to pivot his business to the new business he's got. So Fabio, welcome Fabio. Great to have you with us today. Thank you for joining me at this interview. Really keen to know what emotions went through your mind when COVID happened and what quick steps you took to get on with it.
Okay, so thank you for having me firstly. Obviously, it was a really scarce situation. We went from a really busy period with a lot of bookings, all the weekends already basically pre-booked up to past Easter. And in 3 days, we had all the phone calls with cancelling and postponing all the events. So, we needed to act quickly in order to, change the way we operate and still be able to survive. So quickly what we have done, we have changed the way we operate to a home delivered experience instead of proper celebrations. We did more home cooking style for your daily meals to be delivered as well. We worked a lot with the communities around us, and obviously reducing the cost means we need to let go some of the staff and try to keep afloat for a better future. And we're really positive it's going to change and go back to what it was, of course with some changes in the structure. And I guess this is an opportunity for us to rethink the way we do everything as well when it comes to cooking and managing all the social distancing and the events in general.
Fabio, thank you so much for giving us that description. One thing I remember is that when we started our relationship, when we started working with yourself and your team, we set some financial goals for your business. And very soon you came and told us, Dinesh, I think we're going to go over those financial goals and I want to reset my financial goals. And I remember saying, hey, let's first achieve that financial goal and do it as fast as we can, and then celebrate and reset the goals. Unfortunately, COVID came and you had to now rethink and reset your goals, right?
Indeed.
I'm so proud of what you've done. I know you were also very close to your team.
Indeed.
It would have been very hard for you to make some of those decisions you made. How hard was it?
It was really hard because obviously, yes, I am a business owner, but I have a family as well. My team is, I consider my team part of my family, so it's hard to, break in some bad news to someone, especially if they are so close to you. I'm really involved with the operation, so I spend most of my days with my team as well, which is probably most of the cases for most small business owners, and it's really hard. And we're trying as much as we can to to share the hours that we need amongst the team members, not just cutting someone, it's more reducing the hours, trying to get the support from our customers. And at the end of the day, there is people behind the business. Is not just an organization. If you don't have the right people on board, and if you don't have people behind it, it just doesn't work.
Absolutely. And with people, it's about managing the emotions and the feelings. And as you said, they're part of your family. They're like your extended family. You spend most of your time with them, and it's really hard to have those conversations. And I can only imagine how difficult it was, because I know, having worked with you, you're so close to your team, and the quality of service you deliver, where you say whenever, whatever, that ethos you have is all, as you said, based on the culture you have within your business, right? Having said that, for you to pivot from corporate events to home dining experiences, where you once told me that, you know, people still needed to celebrate their 50th anniversary because they've been waiting for that, or the 25th anniversary because they've been waiting for that, or your 40th birthday, or even your 21st birthday, and to be restricted by COVID is not fair, but still you can celebrate it with your household, and you've created ways for them to do that. I remember you telling me your first email itself got you orders, and it kept giving you orders all that way. Can you run us through that, please?
Yes, indeed. So obviously, we went from an operation where we would get customer referral, where we would get phone calls, getting inquiries from the website, to absolutely nothing. So we needed to react fast. We create an e-commerce website, which is really easy to navigate, easy to use. So then obviously we need to send some communication out to our customers to let them know that we changed the way we operate. And luckily, obviously, with the service we provide and the close relationship we have with our customers, we got already about 5 orders on the first day when we sent the email out sharing the change of the business model. After that, obviously, with the help of the technology, we were able to get into more sort of helping people to still celebrate virtually. So in some occasions, we have delivered meals to different houses for the same party, because they will connect to virtually, and they still have a celebration. It can be a team celebration where everyone, dress up at whatever the theme would be for the occasion. People are still, they want to still feel themselves alive and celebrate, probably in a smaller circle than what they would have loved to. But that's just a matter of time. The bigger events will be postponed only towards the end of the year, hopefully.
Thank you, Fabio. I remember you also saying that recently you helped a family to celebrate one of their special occasions, and you delivered meals into multiple locations, and they had a Zoom party. Can you tell us about that?
Oh, yes. That was actually a very sort of a positive communication that we have received from our customers. So we had a family of 4. They have already young adults in the family living somewhere else. So they wanted to have was a birthday celebration, but obviously with the gathering restrictions and the distance that we need to keep, everyone was basically in their place. The parents decided to order the same meal for everyone, for the rest of the family members, and we needed to deliver in 4 different locations. 6 o'clock sharp, they had the party happening. Everyone was obviously thrilled that they could share sort of a family gathering, even though they were not that close. But you still get a feeling that you're still celebrating something within your family and still maintaining the distance that are required for now.
Fantastic.
Was great.
Fantastic. And did you get any positive messages from them saying what their experience was after the event?
They were thrilled because obviously food, it's a big part of a celebration. So if you are able to provide the same quality food, the same presentation, they feel like they are together, even though they're not personally close to each other. They were grateful, obviously, because we're helping them to still have the celebration. We give them a little treat, knowing that obviously was the birthday celebration. So everyone had the same treat as well. Yeah, that was it.
Fantastic, Fabio. Fabio, I don't think you know this. I haven't told you this. About a week ago, it was my birthday, and I ordered some food from you, and we really enjoyed that. Only just the household, of course.
Thank you.
And your food was amazing, and everybody around the table loved your food. And I got to say, there are some really hard markers in my family, and I was a bit nervous because I had done the ordering, and every one of them gave you high marks. So congratulations.
Fantastic. Thank you so much.
Really
pleased to hear that.
Thank you. And I was grateful to you as well. And you have these little touches where you send some chocolates, which is not part of the order, and awesome. I remember it was close to Easter, and I think you had some Easter eggs there. And that's really nice. That's about going over and above, what you do. And one of the people, one of my son actually, he said, "Dad, this is so nice because this is what happens on Emirates and Singapore Airlines. And they're the only airlines that get rated high because they go above and beyond their remit to satisfy their customers." So again, congratulations
Thank you.
on that. I appreciated it. But the biggest thing for me was when you send that first email, right? Here you are, your business has plummeted, right? As the business, as has plummeted. You've had to let go of people. Your confidence and morale must have been low. You have to feed your family and look after your family.
Indeed.
A business is looking grim. You don't know how long it's going to take to recover. And the first email you send gives you, in the first few hours, you told me you had some 4 or 5 orders, and that whole week you got multiple orders, but just by one email, right? And that, I believe, is a phenomenon. But as you know, there are no miracles here because you worked hard to build your digital marketing infrastructure, that process you started about 6 months ago. So you had the right education and the knowledge of what it took because you attended the digital bootcamp. Am I right, Fabio?
Yes, you're completely right.
And you had built your digital strategy for your business. So you understood how to succeed in this online world from a knowledge perspective, but also from a strategy perspective. But more importantly, from an online perspective, you built your digital infrastructure in a way that you looked like your business looked like $1 million online. And I want to share this with you so that people can see your business in a proud way. Let me just share this screen for everybody's, so that everybody can see what I'm seeing. Yeah, so as you can see, everybody, this is Fabio Funai's website for Bespoke Catering. It looks $1 million. It looks, as you said, he's a family business. He's a small business owner, but when you come here, they are professional, right? You come down, it says what we do. As under what we do, there are daily meals home delivered. Order here. If you click here, you go to his order website, which is this one, right? And in here, all you do is there are meals between $12 to $40 for the entire family, right? And I actually wanted to test because what Fabio does, and the first day I ordered it, I was so impressed. I actually couldn't wait till the food came that day, and of course have ordered several times after that, including twice this week. Would that be right, Fabio? Or was it?
It's actually 3 times, Dinesh.
There you go. So so I'm a consumer of Fabio Funai's business, and as you come down, it talks about when the business was established. So it really creates a connection with yourself. As you know, he's really a smart operator. He's worked in businesses in the hotel chains, the major global hotel chains for over 12 years, in the 5-star hotels, really. And all you have to, as he says, you dream it, we will create it. So again, by the way, I'm only too proud to talk about Fabio because he is just like most of you out there, working super hard to make sure his family is protected during these times, his business is protected during these times. And if you want me to talk about your business, reach out to us on our Facebook page. netStripes is the page, or on netstripes.com, and we'll be more than happy to talk about how your business is pivoted, how you are making a change and difference to your community. Again, this is the gallery in Fabio's website. Again, the food they make are phenomenal. So if you're having an event, this is a company or a business that you can trust. These guys have not just the skills and the expertise, but they have the ethos, which is about, as he says, whenever, whatever. You dream it, we'll create it. And that ethos is unbelievable. And of course, they have lots of customers who say great things about them. If you come to the website, bespokecatering.sydney, as you can see on the screen, you can get more details. And these are some blogs they've written, and home dining redefined. Yes, Fabio Funai and his team have really redefined home dining for everybody. They've redefined it forever, hopefully, because with all this social distancing, the way we have to think of our lifestyles will have to change forever. The way we think of the way we take our businesses to our customers has to change a lot. Fabio Funai has just shown us what he has done. As mentioned, I'm very proud of Fabio and his business. It shows real courage. As you know, all of us are going to be tested during this. Our strength and resolve is going to be tested during these times. Fabio, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you, Dinesh.
Is there anything else you would like to add before we finish this interview?
I just wanted to thank netStripes because obviously was a big support for us 6 months ago, and obviously going through these difficult times in order to, assisting us to change everything. The bootcamp which we have assisted were, an eye-opener, what your digital footprint should be, and now you can actually make it happen without, big investment. It's more the time that you spend and the understanding of your customers. You need some guidelines. So, netStripes, it's probably the way to go for me.
Thank you, Fabio. Really appreciate it. I'm so grateful that you found that what we did for you was useful. Would you mind if I ask you? I'm actually going to conclude this, but since you spoke about netStripes, you mentioned you found the boot. I think the video got a bit quirky as you were speaking, so I might just ask that again. You mentioned you found the digital bootcamp you attended was very useful for you. How was it useful for you? It was
useful because as a small business owner, most of the time you are 100% involved with the operation. So you actually don't, get a step back and focus on other things, which is beneficial for your business. So the bootcamp gave me guidelines and understanding what the steps are to be successful and create a strong online footprint as well.
Thank you, Fabio, for saying that. But as you know, you had to take 2 days off your business to attend that boot camp, right?
Yes.
What made you do that, and how did was that valuable use of your time to spend 2 days away from your business?
It was indeed valuable, obviously in the long term. On the day, it can be a little bit challenging because you're not used to not be around for 2 days straight in your business. But if you have yourself with a strong team and share with them what the benefit will be for the business and for your team, they can assist you.
No doubt that was a hard decision to decide. I'm going to go away for 2 days and not even knowing whether this is going to help you or not, isn't it? Only in hindsight, it was helpful. So that
it was.
I said it was a courageous decision. And then you also attended advisory to get your strategy right from a digital strategy perspective. How useful was that for you?
Once again, was an eye-opener because, as I said before, as a small business, you spend most of the time in the operation. So the strategy is something that you don't think. So it was really beneficial to actually sit down and understand what are the steps to be successful, set goals for yourself in the business, and obviously as well as your family, because it's you need to have the support from everyone around you to be successful. The strategy assists us to set those goals, take the right steps to identify what the client or your ideal client should be looking like, making sure the advertising is done correctly, for example. Yeah, that's pretty much.
That, again, as you mentioned, you had to think about not only from a business perspective when you do the strategy and you do your goal setting, because you've got to do your goal setting before you set your strategy. You have to think of the business goals, and as a small business owner, you have to think of your personal goals, why you're running this business, and what do you want to achieve.
It is.
And that's why strategy becomes so useful, because often we don't set the right goals. So as a result, we don't achieve the right outcomes for our business because we are so busy in our work and running our business, isn't it? So again, congratulations for you to do that. But more importantly, Fabio, you also made the next decision, again, a hard one for a small business, to invest a significant amount of money to build that digital infrastructure, right? So that to move your business forward. Now, how difficult was that decision and how has it helped you?
I knew I guess the decision needed to be made, and obviously it's a difficult decision for a small business owner, but if you find the right person, the right organization, which in my case obviously was netStripes, we were able to, I guess, share of what the business strategy should be looking like. Amazing support, obviously was a connection as well between the two brands and the people behind those brands, and it's very beneficial because it's a long-term investment. And don't forget, especially this time, that your digital footprint, it's I guess your face out there, and most of the people are online most of the day, so you need to make sure your digital footprint is strong, your branding is strong, and needs to be done properly. So try to get the professional to look after their part, and you look after whatever you normally do within your business.
So making that investment would have been a bit difficult at the start, as difficult as probably leaving for an educational program for 2 days. Having made that decision to make that investment, how comfortable are you that you made that right decision?
We're very positive. We having great results from obviously the digital platforms that we are operating with. We're confident that we'll be successful. Obviously, not considering COVID-19, we were completely on track with the goals that we had set 6 months ago. So, very confident. I'm sure will be a positive outcome once all the situation has passed. And again, I have the netStripes support to retarget and redo the goal settings, obviously, for the next 3 months, because if you change your operating model, then you need to adapt and change your goals and strategies as well. And I'm glad that I have netStripes looking after me in that aspect.
Thank you, Fabio. Thank you. Thanks very much for those kind words. Really appreciate that. Again, we love working with you because you guys are a real, absolute, authentic business. You work hard in your business. You made some really important decisions to build a digital infrastructure. And as we know, that helped you to pivot very fast because you had the confidence, you had the knowledge, you knew exactly what to do. So that's really appreciated, and acknowledgement to you, certainly. I'm sure the viewers would love to have a look around your place. Are you able to just give us a quick view and maybe say hi to some of those people?
Of course.
From a social distancing perspective, of course, but just
okay. I'm going around the kitchen now. I have my wife, which is part of the business now, and our head chef, where she's gone.
Hello.
We're trying again to work and change, getting more support from the team. That's where we are.
Fantastic, Fabio.
So
really.
We are based in Balmain. If you need anything, just give us a call or go to the website, and we be able to assist you.
Fantastic. What's your website, Fabio, again?
It's bespokecatering.sydney.
Fantastic. So thank you, Fabio. So thank you for watching, everybody. I hope you got some guidance here. I hope you got some inspiration from the story of Fabio Funai and Bespoke Catering. Congratulations to Fabio. Thank you for watching.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.